SUYA Service Summary, August 25, 2024. SUYA service took place on the 25th of August, 2024. The service theme was themed Taking a Leap. CAMI workers, members, and guests arrived the venue with high expectations, being warmly welcomed by delighted greeters. The service began with the opening prayer, which made ready the hearts of the congregation to receive from God. The worshipers then lead the church in worship and praise to God as the atmosphere was filled with the fragrance of adoration unto God. There were also amazing testimonies of what God was doing in the church. During the praise report segment of the SUYA service, a sister shared her testimony of how God used the man of God, Pastor Philip AIG, to raise her from death back to life. A brother also shared his experience of God's provision for his needs and his school's fees, which came on a day he went out to win souls, and he met a total stranger, through which God met his needs, amongst other faith-provoking testimonies. The word began after a ministration by the worshipers. Our general overseer and senior pastor, Philip AIG, began his teaching by defining what sacrifice is. He explained that sacrifice is the mystery of releasing or giving up or offering anything of personal value in exchange for any other thing of equal or more esteemed value, usually initiated by instruction, revelation, commitment, and love. He explained that when a sacrifice is unappreciated, it drains the soul, making it difficult to give again. Pastor Philip also emphasized that sacrifice isn't just a Christian concept, it's a universal spiritual principle. It's about giving up something of personal value, driven by revelation, commitment, or love. He further explained that true sacrifice requires consistency, and it goes beyond mere offerings. It's the essence of what makes disciples and what draws us closer to God. Pastor AIG added that sacrifice is the only language spirits understand, and it's not just about what we give up, but what we are striving to attain. He stressed that in our walk with God, what we treasure must be offered to Him because He desires our hearts above all. The teaching also highlighted the 4 stages of love: pleasure, passion, commitment, and sacrifice. These steps guide our relationships, not only with others, but also with ourselves and with God. Pastor Iyig reminded us that these stages must first be applied to ourselves before we can apply them to others. True love involves sacrifice without feeling the weight, as seen in David's relationship with God. He highlighted that sacrifice is different from a vow. While the vow is a personal commitment, sacrifice is the essence of the season we are in. Sacrifice is not just about what we give up, but about what we aim to achieve. He taught that in God's kingdom, the way to ascend is by letting go. Pastor AIG warned that sin often knocks when we're comfortable, attacking our hearts with the lure of worldly things. The true battle is over our hearts, and what God desires most is our heart, our treasure. When God asks for our heart, He is asking for what we hold most dear, because He wants to be our greatest treasure. He also emphasized the importance of sacrifice in relationships, noting that the less people know about you, the fewer attacks you will face. Sacrifice should be part of our daily lives, not just occasional acts. He warned the church that relationships without mutual benefit are a waste of time, and we should be wary of help from those whose hearts we don't understand, as it might be used against us later. The congregation partook of the Holy Communion as prayers were led by Pastor Philip. As the service drew to a close, prophetic words were shared. In a prophetic word, Pastor Philip declared that significant shifts are coming. Visas will be stamped, marriages will flourish, travels abroad are on the horizon, and by the next meeting, some will be driving their new cars. However, he also warned that trouble is coming to Nigeria and another African nation in October. The year 2025 will bring many shakings, and those who do not live by sacrifice in 2026 will backslide. Only those who know the way of sacrifice will stand firm as the end times approach. Pastor Philip AIG instructed us to spend the next 4 months understanding the hearts of those in our lives, to better walk with them. He also instructed the church to practice praying for 10 hours consistently before 2026 to survive the coming days. He ministered to several workers and attendants, imparting grace, divine access, and healing in them. In prayer, we were urged to seek strength to honor our parents, and mercy for any ways we've fallen short in God's expectation, and to fulfill them. SUYA Service 2024 wasn't just an experience. It was a call to action to deepen our understanding of sacrifice and to prepare for the challenges ahead by anchoring ourselves in God and living truly devoted lives. We've been transformed. Glory.